Today's dating culture, I think we have accepted that there are gender roles, and even though we may not realize it, there are scripts when it comes to dating. So we have decided to forget about gender scripts, we're gonna forget about the dating roles, and we're just gonna go around and ask random guys what they would think if girls started taking initiative and if these gender roles in our dating culture didn't exist.
I've never feel pressured. I just go with the flow, however it works out, really.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think maybe when they first start asking girls out, it might be kind of like awkward, but I think they probably get used to it.
I feel like they do feel like it's supposed to be like a kind of a social construct that boys are supposed to be like the first people to ask.
If a girl came up to me, I'd probably be like, wow, this is really awkward, because this is, yeah, I definitely would want to make the first move.
I've never had a girl ask me out, but I have been texted first by a girl.
I'd actually be intrigued more like that they asked me out. Like I'd be like, wow, that's cool.
I would see it as a really nice gesture, and like really polite, really cool, but I wouldn't let her, obviously, and I would offer to pay for her, but I mean, that wouldn't weird me out at all.
I feel like these days like girls are a little bit more independent, so when it comes to like being in college, you know, they're not like afraid or think they like have to wait for the guy, you know, they're a little bit more like go-getters.
Well, I would say that if you like somebody, you should call them, because, you know, calling is very like personal. But if you both mutually agree to go cheap, you could even Facebook message and save all the money.
I actually like hate constantly texting. Like I'd much rather hang out in person than text.
If you're wanting more of a long-term relationship, you should be more comfortable being around them than just texting them.
I think it's safer to meet someone in person, because like Tinder or like Facebook, you might not know exactly what you're getting.
I'm sure some people definitely lie, because I mean, they don't have to be confronted with a lie, I guess, at least initially.
You never know what you're gonna get with Tinder or Facebook, I mean any social media. Much better to meet somebody in person.
I feel like it's getting more and more acceptable to like, you know, ask a guy out or like pay for the guy's meal.
I think in the future, more girls will definitely be more confident to make the first move.
Even just approaching guys in the student center randomly was very nerve-wracking. It took confidence to even build up to even approach a guy to ask a question. A lot of their answers were very accepting of girls taking initiative. Even when we talk to girls, they seem to just conform to these gender scripts and gender roles. It was just something that they expected. They expected guys to approach them, guys to text them, guys to pay for them. Girls should be confident enough to be able to approach guys and to be able to talk to guys. We shouldn't sit around and wait for them to come up to us. Like, we shouldn't have to stick to these gender roles. Break the script and go out and talk to guys on my own and approach a guy if I like them. But I definitely think it's time that we get rid of scripted gender